PMC Target 22. It used to be everywhere. Then it just vanished from the shelves. Some shooters swear it's underrated. Others say it was inconsistent. Today, we're putting it to the test to find out why it disappeared.
Hey everyone, Crafty Fireman here. Today we're going with PMC Target 22. What's its deal? Why did it disappear? Was it quality? Was it imports? You still find the PMC brass, the 9mm 223, really reliable. What's the deal with this? You want to check this out. I'm lined up, about to throw through the chrono, 50 yards, through the 1022, 20-inch kid barrel, Brownell's bolt receiver, Finathlon Midas tag, 5 to 25, riding on top.
A 1-inch fouling group. Next we'll throw through the CZ457, then the TX22 to finish it out. We'll look at velocities, then we'll tear them apart to get the rest of the story. 1.97 inches. Oh. 1.68 inches. 0.77 inches.
A little bit better.
.33 inches.
And now
1.85 inches. .35 inches. Trying to redeem itself on the last group with 0.77 inches. Let's look at the big picture. For a dismal group average of 1.47 inches, 2.81 MOA.
Well, folks, this is going to be another science experiment. We're continuing on our vintage series, Target 22 from PMC. Precision made cartridges. Didn't fare so well out of the 1022. We'll see how it goes through the CZ457. See what it's made of.
The fouling group starting at 1.06 inches.
Wow, okay.
.69 inches, 1.32 MOA.
Ouch.
1.62 inches. .24 inches. 0.51 inches, 0.97 MOA.
Ouch.
1.34 inches. .08 inches. .08 inches, 2.06 MOA.
We'll go down and check that out. Looks a little bit better than the 1022. We'll see how it does.
With a group average of 1.08 inches, 2.06 MOA.
Leave a comment. Let me know what ammo you'd like to see tested next.
We've got PMC Target 22. Did the TX22.
We're shooting 3-inch steel at 20 yards.
Failure to feed. There you go, folks. Target 22 through the TX22. We'll see you at the garage.
We sent the PMC Target 22 through the chrono with a rating of 1130 feet per second. Let's just say it struggled. The 1022 topped out at 1012 feet per second, 10% below the rated average, while averaging only 970, 14% below. The CC457 posted an average of 1089, only 4% below that 1130. The TX22 fell considerably shorter than its average, with a low of 780, a high of 876, and an average of 834, 22 to 31% below the advertised. The highest velocities could not meet the advertised. This, along with an exaggerated standard deviation and extreme spread, will be directly related to the poor groups. Let's look how build quality also affected its performance. We broke down 7 rounds of PMC Target 22, and here's what we found. From low of 51.1 to a high of 52.59, nearly a grain and a half difference in the overall weight, while the rim thickness checked in with only 10 thousandths of an inch from 43 thousandths to 44 thousandths, a little thicker than we would find in many ammos. The bullets themselves showed a staggering 1.31 grain difference, but this wasn't the only problem. It used a duplex type powder with the grains uniform and close in size, averaging approximately 1.56 grains. We found a few that were grossly underfilled by a quarter of a grain. PMC's problems continued into the case, with nearly a half grain variation due to nearly non-existent priming compound fills. Their variation in bullet, powder, and priming compound weight are too much for any ammo to overcome.
Do me a favor, take a moment and hit that like and subscribe.
Alright, let's take a look into the results of the PMC Target 22 LR. The 1022 averaged 1.47 inch groups, acceptable for general range ammo, but nothing exceptional. The CZ457 tightened up to 1.08 inches, showing that the ammo does have some potential when paired with a quality bolt gun. Nothing great. Next, velocity. This round's advertised at 1130 feet per second, but through the 1022, we were seeing numbers 10 to 20% below that rating. That's a pretty significant deviation from a published spec. Then we look at component consistency, and this is where things start to explain what we're seeing on target. Total cartridge weight of 1.5 grain spread. Bullet weight varied 1.3 grains. Powder charges another quarter grain, and the case weight and primer showed a half grain variation. For rimfire ammo, that's a lot of stack tolerances for one cartridge to overcome. When you combine a lower than advertised velocity with wide component variation, it's not surprising to see inconsistent performance on paper. And that brings us to the bigger picture. When your velocity misses by double digits and your tolerance stack up like this, the market makes the decision for you. Let me know what ammo you'd like to see tested next, and I'll catch you on the next one. Crafty Fireman's 10-7.